All right, we're back. We got it outside. The radiator cap's got a little bit of a, supposed to have an overflow on it. It looks a little bit shot, so I don't know. Might have to change something out there. We put the accelerator pump on it. Seems to run pretty solid. This is what she looks like. It's leaking a little bit of water. I'm gonna go probably fill it up and put it in the backyard. Leave her sit. Okay, rebuilders, I'm out here with the old 68 International. I'm tearing the dash apart. See how cracked up and cruddy that is? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape this baby all off. Maybe take her down to metal like that. And just put a piece of paint on it or something. And get all this rubber off that's glued on her. So it kind of really looks bad. It kind of smells bad. But I'll clean her up. Probably impossible to find a pad like that. So we'll just clean her up. That'll look pretty good. Scrape it all off, paint it, or just leave it. Maybe just clean it up, get some acetone, and get her looking pretty nice. So that's the dash of this thing. That's one of the problems with it. It looks pretty rough, so we'll get her straightened out. Okay, I pulled all the dash cover off. It's glued on pretty solid. I can still see the paint underneath it. So what I'm going to try to do, I don't know, I've never really messed with nothing like this before. But I think I'm going to throw some acetone on there and see if I can get rid of that. Just basic acetone. And I'm going to scrub that down with acetone. See if it's just a lot of glue and stuff on there. Probably should scrape it a little bit better. But I'm going to just try a little spot. And I'll come back and show you if it works. Because it is pretty nice paint underneath there. And I think that acetone might just take that right off. We'll see. Okay, after about 30 minutes of scraping, I just use a razor blade. I threw some acetone on there. Actually, I think this dash is going to come out pretty good. I think I can get her, you know, that dash pad was really glued on her, but I think I can scrape her all off. This is what this side looks like. This is the dash of this old International. And this side still got a lot of gunk on it, but it's going to take some time. Probably 2 hours of scraping and 2 hours of acetoning this to get this dash to look good, but it actually might look pretty nice. So we'll keep working. We'll update you. All right, we're going to try to put a new ignition in this old 68. Bought this thing for, it was 19 bucks, $10 shipping. Took a while to get here. Hopefully it works out just like the same. So we're going to pull the old one out. I already had it out, so it shouldn't be too tough. Well, maybe. Hopefully we can just put the new one in with a key and be good to go. It's kind of a jammed up in here deal. You just thread this button off here, or this little nut, pull it out this way, drop it down. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see that there, I'm just going to take the new one, we're going to look at it. We're going to see what kind of configuration this has. Straight up, looks about the same. So, I'm just going to pull them off in the order they're on there, kind of. Thinking that one goes there. I'm thinking this one goes there. And this is all one big cluster here, I think. Should just pull off like that, one big hunk. I'm thinking the front two stay off. So I'm thinking it should just go down. It's hard to see with that sun glaring in here, but there, push that down in there like that. Take off the threaded screw here. I have the battery unhooked just so I don't start it up and drive it away, which that could happen. This one's actually got a little notch in it. The other one didn't have a notch in it. This has got a notch where the key can go in, where it'll catch in the dash. So I'm just going to snug this up in there. I left this unhooked. I think that just goes to the radio. It's just hanging down there. It's a fuse, but the radio no longer exists, so don't need that in here. Oh, it didn't tighten up very good, that's for sure. Huh. Let's see if it works. It's kind of spinning in here. I don't know if it needs a washer in there. Or I'm going to put the other nut on there. Let's take this one loose. It's not bottoming out like it should. I don't know if this one will fit on there or not. This is the old one. Oh yeah, the old nut works a lot better. I just put the old nut back on there, and I'm going to give it a little bit of maybe a little extra tight there. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to go hook the battery up, see if that done anything for us. It popped. I don't like that. So we'll go hook the battery up and we'll see what it does. Make sure it's out of gear just in case it's something screwed up. Throw that on there and we'll see if it cranks over. Before we were using a screwdriver to turn this over. There you have it. See if the accessories, the heater's working. Looks good. Alright, there you go. Ignition switch, 2 new keys, 68 International. No more screwdriver. Hello, rebuilds, we're back. We're looking at the 68 International, and I got a little update on some of the things we did. I have some clips earlier, what I did with the dash and that. We'll go look at the dash now. The dash come out pretty nice. Look at that. I took all that dash pad off there and cleaned it up really good. Found the cover there. That really looks nice. I mean, it could go a little bit cleaner, but that's as good as I'm going to do. And since then, I did a little work on the floors. I don't know if you see that. Put a little metal in there because I had a couple spots, and I just bonded over it. That'll be good. On this side, too, there's a little hole. Spot of metal. Little Bondo. There's still a few little spots in this floor that kind of got some holes in them, but I might just rhino line them spots, put some mats in it, call it good. I got the ignition key in, which you guys seen. And then the starter went out. Well, I knew the starter was bad, so take a quick picture of the new starter. Put a brand new starter in it. She fires right up, runs really, really good. I did buy some wheel seals for it, wheel cylinders. So that'll be the next project. On this 68, we're going to put some wheel seals on it, and where there's this hole where this gas tank is, it kind of broke. Put a little Nebraska emblem on there. I think that's kind of nifty. I'm going to have to weld it in there because I just JB welded and it fell out. But yeah, it's going to be a cool old truck. We'll keep messing with it, and we'll get in the brakes, the wheel seals here, and it'll be good to go. It's a good old pickup. I'm just going to update you what all's been done. The dash, the ignition key, the starter, worked on the floors a little bit. The brakes will be a pretty good project. I'll probably just put the wheel seals in there and then make sure it stops. But she fires right up. Pretty good truck.